me today is a certified professional speaker and life coach, Phlicia Keaton, and she is the owner and CEO of Evolve Coaching and Consulting. We're also joined in the studio by our lifestyle correspondent, Geretha Terrell. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
In unison. How perfect was that? Now, Evolve Life Coaching and Consulting. First of all, let's talk about how you got into life coaching and consulting. So, a little bit about Phlicia. Who is she?
Wow, who is she? Well, I basically woke up one day and realized that, coaching was my calling. And it wasn't easy. The journey was a challenging one, to say the least, but one day I was diagnosed as having lupus, an autoimmune disease, and I had been lying in bed, and I tell everyone it was a lesson while dying. I basically surrendered in that moment. I was tired of feeling weak, lethargic, depressed, full of anxiety, and I just cried out. I said, God, help me. And in that moment, I heard two words, surrender and allow. And he said, in order to live, you must die. And in that moment, I died. I died to the past, and I realized that I wanted to live, so I got up, I pulled myself out of bed, and I went into the bathroom and I looked myself in the mirror, and I actually saw that I was worth it, that I was worth living. And so from that moment on, I said, I am going to live in my truth.
Good for you. Good for you. So how long have you been with Evolve? When was it that you started this?
Oh, wow. I tell people I've been doing coaching. I've been coaching women for over 25 years. But technically speaking, I've been doing it probably about 8 years. I started as an independent consultant, and then probably about 5 years, almost 6 years ago, I went ahead and made it official. And just really started out small, started coaching one-on-one, and then I grew it into, I would start doing workshops and seminars, things of that nature. And I realized, it definitely was my calling, to really serve women in that capacity. And, as a woman growing up in a patriarchal society, honestly, I was so conditioned to believe that I just had to go out and get a job. And
or stay at home and do the cooking.
Or stay at home and, just be a housewife and, just provide for my family. And that was never really me. I was a rebel. And I would always question the norm and have actually accepted my being abnormal, rather. And so I decided that I was going to create the life that I wanted. For myself, and whatever that meant, I was open and willing to allow that to happen. And so I started out, really wanting to serve women and children, and it was through a not-for-profit that I called the Crowns of Beauty. And I went through so many obstacles trying to make this happen, because there are so many rules and restrictions that you have to adhere to, that I was losing sight of what the vision was and what my purpose was. And so I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to really continue to do the life work and allow something greater to really resonate within me, so that I can create something that is valuable. And thankfully I listened, and it's taken some time, but I was able to create, my passion project, which is FemQ, which stands for Feminine, Emotional, Masculine, Infinite Intelligence. And it's really just about embracing your individuality and living in your truth. And that's what I really want people to get. I really want to support women and let them know that they have everything that they need to create the life that nature truly desires for them. And it just really starts with you doing the work. You have to do the life work.
And you have your coaching, is it structured or do you customize for individuals?
Structured. I don't like structure. I feel like we live in a structured society. It's very conformed, and there is just no way, there's no how to, to live. I feel like it is a journey and you have to be open to it. So, and the first step starts with really surrendering and being open. You have to be interested. And if they're interested, then you can create anything that you desire. And it's not really about you, the person, desiring. It's really about what the universe has for you.
Right. So if people want to get hold of you, they want to come and see you, they want to talk about assisting them in their life goals, how do they find you?
Well, we have a new website I'm very excited about. It's called FemQ.world. And also, they can always email me at Phlicia at FemQ.world. And my phone number is 904-657-1307. So they can reach me either way. I'm open.
Wonderful. Great. Will you tell us a little bit? I know you have an event coming up June 1st at Kendra Scott. Will you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm really excited about it. So FemQ, we are launching FemQ officially. Now, it's technically been happening for a while now, but it's just a way to bring empowered women in the community out to celebrate this. FemQ is really, it's more than just an organization. It's really a movement. And I really want to share with people that life is one movement, and we want to move forward. And I feel like if we can get enough empowered women together, we can change the world. And that's what FemQ is really about. We want to change the world, and we do it one step at a time. So
wonderful. Well, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate finding out a little bit more about Evolve. And if you'd like more information or you'd like to go to the event, then contact Phlicia Keaton.